Hello guys, Mike here at ARK.S Productions. Today is the 2nd of December 2019 and I want to do a very quick kind of vlog talking heads video with you guys just to give you a little bit of an update on what's been happening with me and Aurora Eclipse over the past couple of weeks and give you some insight into some ideas I'm wanting to push forward kind of the rest of this year and into next year. It's not an end of the year video, that will come as is tradition for this channel kind of on the, I suppose, New Year's Eve each time. But it's getting there as we're coming into the first week of December. So first thing, as a quick side note, any of you guys and girls working in film or photography or anything to do with lighting, I absolutely salute you, because it's taken me at least 45 minutes to try and set this softbox light up in this room. You know, I'm sure I'll get quicker at it, but it is an art and I think it's overlooked. You know, I'm aware of the importance of lighting in film and photography and all things to do with that, but from someone who's never had to actually do it, it's quite a thing. So any tips you guys might have with me if you're watching this channel, I would very much appreciate it. At the moment it's facing down, kind of almost on the camera to the side, so it's not, this kind of starts here. I don't know if you can see me doing this. So yeah, if I faced it at me, then I was getting glare in the screen, which was a problem, so that's the best thing I can think to have done for now. But anyway, moving on. So what's been happening? So I've signed and released and have been working with a band called SkyQuaker. Their first single, Queen Kong, has gone out to the world pretty much now. There's a couple of little ticks that I need to still get in terms of distribution, but it's out in the West, all over the place. It should be out in South America, and I'm just working on a couple of things now to get it out into China, mainland China, and Asia in general. And then we should have worldwide coverage, and that goes for all AEPL releases. So I'm quite pleased about that. So yeah, SkyQuaker. So it's basically Stephen Hope Wynn, Ben Furley Ford, and then we've got George Reckow on drums, and we've got George McFarlane on bass. So Steve kind of is the songwriter, if you like, the main creative. Hello Steve, I'm sure you're watching. And he works quite closely with Ben, and then up until this point it's kind of been everybody else kind of fills in the tracks and adds their suggestions, adds their ideas, and we've just been recording it into the session in any way possible. It's literally been like that. A lot of the recordings for Queen Kong, some of it was done at Steve's place, some of it was done in the studio in terms of drums and some guitars at Echo 7 in Surrey. Some backing vocals and some kind of retakes of vocals were done here, and then we did saxophones also at Echo 7, and we've added additional backing vocals which Steve masterfully did at his place. I believe is his place. So yeah, the session's gone through quite a few different systems, and yeah, generally speaking it's been an interesting process for all. I finally kind of produced, mixed, mastered it, got it all out here, and it went out for release on the 19th of November last month, so that's available everywhere, and it's a little bit of a kaleidoscope look into basically what's been happening in Hong Kong over the past few months, but also the years leading up to that, and where we currently are with regards to that. Without getting too kind of political, it's supposed to be a kaleidoscope look into that, using a lot of news clippings and things like that. And a little bit of a song for Hong Kong, if you like. But check it out, the video's out as well. Gary Wiggs, thank you mate for doing the video, it is incredible, lots of cool stuff in there, and it was really good to see. Obviously we were very much focused on the musical side of things, but getting a visual aspect to that as well, it really made it a completely, a three-dimensional experience for everyone, so incredible, thank you mate. So both are out, I'll link it all, but the video is currently on the SkyQuaker YouTube channel. There's going to be a full quality version going out on the Aurora Eclipse YouTube. I'll link them both below. And as I say, the track's available on all platforms, including Bandcamp and everywhere else you might want to get or might want to use, or I know people are using so many different music services these days, it can be quite difficult to keep up, so I just try and target all of them. Myself, so the last kind of, I'd say probably 2 years really, has been very much focused on producer hat. I've been in a lot of sessions, I've mixed a lot of people's work, I've mastered a lot of tracks, and I've done a lot of kind of custom pitches for trailer and for kind of library release, if you like. But I haven't really done an album or a project, if you like, or there hasn't been a Michael W. Bell thing for quite some time. Probably Blanket was the last in 2016. It's a short film that I scored. That was the last kind of album that I put out. So the focus now is coming back to me doing something a little bit more of a personal project, just as an artist for release, which will also go out through AEP. And it's going to be focused around the concept of sleep. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to do this, but I want to almost do like a video documentary of that. So I might put some stuff here on YouTube, some stuff may go out to Patreon for my Patreons. Again, I'll link all that stuff below. And it might be a little bit retrospective as well. I don't know if I'll do the videos necessarily. I think I'll record the videos as I'm putting the project together, but I don't think I'll release them necessarily as I'm working. I think it might be a retrospective look on the production of that. But I thought it might be quite interesting just to go through some of the kind of the science I've looked into behind sleep, some of the experiences that other people I've spoken to have had with sleep, including some very interesting people, some of which unfortunately aren't with us anymore, but we managed to get some audio recordings just before they passed, so that's something I want to bring in to the kind of sleep album. I think the idea behind it really is that I wanted to speak to everybody on their own terms, so it's not really supposed to be like there's not supposed to be like a narrative behind it per se. Like, I've got a bit of a narrative that I'm putting myself from my experience, but I would hope that whoever listens to the album, it kind of takes you on your own individual journey, if that makes any sort of sense. So that's the concept behind it anyway. I'm aiming to try and release it kind of April next year, and I thought that might just be quite a cool way of documenting how I put it together, the ideas that I had in terms of video. It's just how I present that to you guys is undecided. So that's going to be happening in terms of me. It's time to start focusing on a little bit more of my own personal stuff and getting that released to the world. SkyQuaker's going to continue producing music. I don't want to give you any kind of schedules yet, because we're still agreeing studio dates, recording dates, things like that. But there are going to be quite a few singles hopefully coming your way quite quickly, to be honest. ARK.S, we're looking at doing the music video for Fireproof. I need to tick a few things off with him. We're going to keep pushing that. Iceni may come back and release some stuff in the metal world. I've kind of been in a few conversations with him lately that hints that he may be looking to tie Iceni up as one last kind of maybe album / 2 album thing. So that's cool and interesting, but again, it's all on you, Hrothgar, let me know. So yeah, that's kind of, I suppose, wrapping up this year-ish. But I will do another video towards the end of the year, kind of tying everything completely together. But yeah, the main things really is to check out SkyQuaker's Queen Kong, and yeah, look for kind of some updates from me as opposed in terms of where I'm going to put this content for the sleep album. And if you're in Asia, I know you guys don't have, especially in mainland China, you don't have YouTube, so none of us are really available, but the music should be coming your way soon, and I'm looking into some social platforms I can use to try and reach everybody out there, but there might be some trickiness with that. But yeah, AEP goes global, I suppose, this year you could say. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for everyone who's subscribing. Please do check out all the different linked YouTube channels. Follow Aurora as well, because I'm going to start putting some content there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.